Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Weekly Digest number 36. Thank you for reading our Weekly Digest and now for tuning in to watch our video digest.
Today is a symbolic day for us. Rather, it's been a really strange week. We started the paperless press at a time last year when upsetting news about the pandemic ruled the headlines in newspapers and on the television. It was all that we saw.
Right now, it feels like we've come a full circle and are back to the same stage. Which is why we thought instead of writing articles and publishing our weekly digest, this week we'd share a video digest.
Now, I know that Agastya, Mihir, and I are just itching to share some positive news with you, but before we can move on, we request everyone who is watching this to stay safe. Please wear a mask at all times, stay in as far as possible, and if you can help someone around you, please do so.
Yes, please stay safe and stay happy. And to help with the latter, let's move on to share some uplifting news with you. So, here are some snippets from our happiness quotient. Sri Pune Modh Mitra Mandal has been delivering free of cost food to people in home quarantine for the past 8 months. And I know what it's like to be in home quarantine, and it's tough, and good food always helps.
Did you know that tech giant Facebook said they have reached net zero emissions, have cut down on greenhouse gas emissions by 94% over the past 3 years, and that their operations are fully supported by renewable energy? Wow, definitely a positive step, and it's good that a big company like them are leading by example. Also, related to Facebook, did you know that the Paperless Press is now also on Facebook and we are also on Instagram? Please follow us on both Facebook and Instagram to stay up to date on all things the Paperless Press.
Wow, Facebook has really made a big step. Hopefully, other giants will follow suit and do the same thing. This will most definitely help the environment. Talking about helping the environment, what do North Carolina's red wolves, the Eurasian beaver, and Brzezowski's horses all have in common? Well, all of these animals had unfortunately become extinct in the wild, and now all of them have come back, thanks to reintroduction programs by hardworking and compassionate conservation scientists. Yes, the earth is healing, and we are all here to witness it.
That's great, Abhi. Continuing on the same note, Nepal's one-horned rhino population is now the highest it's been in several decades. Experts say this is partly thanks to a pause in tourism because of the pandemic, which allowed the animal's habitat to regenerate.
Wow, this is really uplifting. And we've seen that the bleakest of times inspire people to share joy. One example of this is the well known stand up comedian Mr. Amit Tandon, who has shared that anyone suffering from COVID 19 and feeling lonely could reach out to him for a 30-minute fun interaction over a Zoom call. Wow, what would be better than listening and laughing with a fun comedian?
Laughter really is the best medicine, and medicines are solutions. And oh my God, we really need a solution for the heat of the summer. Heat of the summer that turns us all into puddles. Well, a happy solution has been generated. This heat can be repelled, and researchers at the University of Purdue can show us how. They have created the whitest ever paint to help with cooling of buildings and to help tackle the climate crisis. This new paint can reflect up to 98% of sunlight and radiating infrared heat through the atmosphere back into space. A marked improvement from the paints available right now that reflect only 80 to 90% and also end up absorbing UV light. This paint could be in the market within 1 or 2 years. And I am sure we will all love to have a solution for this awful hot problem.
Well, Abhi, I bet all the researchers are radiating a smile right now. Hmm? Never mind, never mind. All public schools in the state of New Jersey in USA have now been required to include chapters on diversity and unconscious bias in their curriculum, starting from kindergarten all the way up to grade 12. And in a world increasingly divided on many biases, education is the best way to start moving away from them.
Mihir, I have a question for you. Would this include my
Yeah,
bias towards chocolate?
Maybe.
Anyway, the Book of Homelessness, a graphic novel written entirely by homeless people in the UK, is now a big hit with readers. And the proceeds from this sale are being used to help homeless people move on with their lives. So it's true, a book can change your life.
Yes, it is. A book can change your life. And Mr. Syed Isaac, a daily wage worker, knows this. Because of this, he wanted to introduce others to the magic of reading. So he had started a library in Mysuru, where he lives, to encourage people to enter this magical world of reading. Sadly, some miscreants, I don't know why they would do it, but they did it. And they set fire to that lovely library. That was awful. But now, a fundraising effort has raised over 20 lakh rupees to help rebuild this library. That's great.
Wow, reading really does unite the world. Anyway, New Zealand has become the first country in the world to introduce a law that will require banks, insurers, and investment managers to report the impacts of climate change on their business. The country aims to reach a target of zero net emissions by 2050 and wants the financial sector to be a responsible party for this change too.
On a similar happy note, France has decided to ban flights on routes that can be covered by train in less than 2.5 hours. France intends to cut their carbon emissions by 40% by the year 2030 and has been making several changes to change their laws to achieve this. These two steps are definitely the kind of laws that need to be copied all over the world. I hope the leaders of the world are listening. First, the Paris Climate Accords, and now this. I'm green with envy for all of them.
So much. There's so much to be happy about this week, and there's so much positive news about this week. So let's hope the world can heal soon. Moving on to our Did You Know section. Scientists in New Mexico have unearthed a mammoth, a 300-year-old dinosaur, Godzilla shark fossil. The 6.7-foot creature has been given the name Dra- Dra- Dracopristis hoffmanorum. Oh, can you repeat this name thrice in a row? I'm sure you can, but I can't.
Wow, that must have been a mammoth task. Sorry, bad joke. Anyway, the United States Defense Department, the Pentagon, has confirmed that the leaked photos and videos of unidentified aerial objects, more specifically the blinking triangular objects taken in 2019, were indeed taken by US Navy personnel and were legitimate. An alien invasion is coming. Little green things shall invade.
While an
Evo?
alien invasion sounds terrifying, an invasion of Baby Yodas known as Grogu would be everyone's dream come true. Talking about other creatures on Earth, did you ever wonder how many T-Rexes actually roamed this Earth in total? Don't worry, a team from the University of California in Berkeley has your back. They concluded that any number of T-Rexes between 140 million and a whopping 42 billion T-Rexes lived here over 127,000 generations. Just thinking about that quantity makes my head spin.
Wow, Abhi. Those scientists must have found this discovery to be dynamite. I'm sorry, the puns are getting too much. A group of archaeologists have discovered a 3,000-year-old city named the Rise of Aten under the sand in Luxor, Egypt. What's even more impressive is that most of the city was found intact, including city walls, houses, etc. But how? How could it be intact after so long? This is mysterious.
As mysterious as the alien invasion. Okay. What we know of the birth of alphabets and writing has a small gap. This missing link existed between early examples of alphabet from Egypt and later examples of writing found in the Levant, which is the eastern Mediterranean region of West Asia. Now, researchers say that a 3,450-year-old alphabetic inscription that was written on a jar fragment found at the site of Tel Lashish in Israel may provide a missing link in the history of the alphabet. Who knows what are the secrets about life and evolution of the alphabet? Maybe unearthed in this.
Talking about things being unearthed, a fossil of a skunk-like mammal that lived during the age of dinosaurs has recently been discovered in Chile and Patagonia. Why is this so relevant, you ask? A smelly little skunk, you say. How can a smelly little skunk mean anything to history? Well, scientists say that this adds proof to recent evidence that mammals actually roamed this region of South America a lot before the current estimated time. This could change our understanding of evolution on Earth forever. This animal has been named Ortharium zen, meaning beast of 5 teeth. Wow, that's quite a mouthful of 5 teeth.
And Agastya, I'm just going to spare you the trouble. Just please don't try pronouncing that word again.
Oh, don't worry. I
Anyway.
won't.
Okay, thank God. Anyway, we're back to being indoors without access to our school or friends or family. It sounds rough, but we will weather the storm too.
Yeah, right, Mihir. Now it's time to hunker down and stay safe. We will be back next week with our digest. But before we go there, we would request you to subscribe. If you like this video, do like the video. And subscribe and turn the notification bell on to keep yourself updated for all the new videos that come.
Lastly, many of you have written to us asking for the cooking corner to return. Our heart is filled with joy that all of you have shown so much love for the cooking corner. We promise to bring it back. Stay safe and stay positive. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.